2 years. I want you to think about that, Kelsey.
2 entire years, Robert.
We've been doing this for 2 years. That is a monument.
I would say it is a landmark, a milestone.
Speaking of landmarks, I just wanted to throw this out there, Kelsey.
What do you want to throw out there?
We started this 2 years ago on the precipice of a horrible thing that happened in this world.
The day the Hunchback died.
Yep. Did you know it's still not rebuilt?
Really? God.
I have found a website called Friends of Notre Dame de Paris that is chronicling the rebuilding of Notre Dame.
I really hate that, like, that's the thing that we remember most about launch day.
I know.
Waking up to Notre Dame in cinders.
But I do want to say this. It says here that the Grand Organ was dismantled and removed.
Okay.
That one piece will be finished and put back in by April of 2024.
Oh, shit. Okay, so on, the 5-year podcast anniversary?
Yeah, I mean, it's going to be a huge monument for us and Notre Dame someday.
It's going to be just a beautiful marriage of things.
But I can't believe how far we've come since that time.
I know. We've done so much in these past 2 years. Like, we made it happen, you know?
We really did.
We started a Patreon.
We did start a Patreon. That was huge. You had wanted to do it for so long.
Yeah.
And I remember when you were like, do I just click go and it just happens and we have it?
Do I just hit the button? Is that what happens?
And that's what we did. And we have had such a turnout from that, and we love all of you guys for it. We appreciate every single one of you.
We appreciate all of our listeners. We appreciate our patrons even more because you guys help to keep the lights on here at YMBToAP. We hope that you guys will stick around for another 2 years, and then another 2 years, and then another 2 years, and then just keep sticking around forever and ever because we love you so much.
Yes, because we will be here forever and ever.
Until Notre Dame is rebuilt and burnt down again.
So, with that in mind, I hope you guys enjoy some clips.
Have a look back.
Have a look back at the things we've done good, and maybe some things we've done not so good.
We've laughed, we've cried, we've
done everything in between.
Yeah.
So please enjoy the year 2 of the YMBToAP. I gotta crack this.
Oh yeah, good idea. Woo. Oh my god, fucking Truck Guy. I don't even know if the audience is completely aware of Truck Guy, because you do so much work in the editing to, like, smooth out his goddamn engine. There's a man that lives across the street from me that just every fucking night at 6:45 when we're recording, he's like, it's time to rev. And he goes outside and just for like half an hour at a time.
He for real goes outside, sits in his truck, and just like turns it on and revs it and has fun.
I don't know what he's doing over there. I wish I knew. It makes me so mad.
Can I crack this real quick?
Yes.
Oh yeah.
Oh yeah. I thought you said, can I correct this real quick? I was like, what are you going to correct? Oh shit.
Oh no, I gotta correct this.
Let me correct this.
We know it's just coming down to when there's a gold one, and then I buy that one. Did you know that on every game system where it's available, I have had a gold controller since the Nintendo 64?
That's the only one I can think of that has a gold controller.
It was part of some Zelda bundle thing. The PlayStation 3 had a gold one. PlayStation 4 got a gold one sitting right there. The Wii got a gold thing sitting right there. The Wii U got a weird classic controller, gold sitting right there. Oh yeah. When there's a gold controller, that's when I come in the market.
I did not know this about you.
Oh god, I love gold. It's my favorite color.
Yeah.
I can't believe you didn't know that.
I did not know that.
Do you know I almost bought a Zelda 3DS simply because it was gold?
Oh my god.
Dude, my Wii U console itself was the Zelda edition with the gold stuff on it.
What? Is it like the Wii U itself is gold? Wii U gold.
It's black, but it has...
this is the ugliest controller I've ever seen.
Gold trim on it. Send it to me.
Send it to me.
That's the thing I have!
It's so ugly, Robert!
I'm gonna go touch it right now. It is in my hand right now.
Okay.
It feels so good, man.
I really love L.A. Noire because, you know, the collectible cars and also mystery. But Grand Theft Auto, which seems largely the same, is not my thing.
I fucking love Grand Theft Auto. I buy them all day one. I play them, but then I'm done when I'm done. Oh, I love Grand Theft Auto.
I did not know this about you.
I have the collectible Steelbook one for Grand Theft Auto 5. I was so stoked when that one came out. How much do you not know about me? You didn't know about my controllers? You know that I like Grand Theft Auto?
I know, I don't know anything about you.
And that's kind of how I feel about The Lion King. Like, everybody super loves it, and I'm just like, yeah. I mean,
so you're just counterculture is what you are. The same reason you don't like the Rocky Horror Picture Show. You're like, I ever bought an Alice Lexa, I'm not gonna like it.
Nah, that movie's just bad.
You're bad.
That movie's just so bad.
I don't know why you don't like it. It's got so many good things. I've realized
name me one good thing.
Tim Curry.
We've already discussed he scares me. So.
You don't like Rocky and his ridiculous golden everything?
No, it's just
golden hair,
movie,
golden
man.
skin, golden banana hammock.
It's just a weird movie. I made red beans and rice, and I open up the drawer and I go, oh shit, all the forks are dirty. And she goes, use a spoon. And I was like, why would I use a spoon for red beans and rice? Like, ew. And she goes, well, why wouldn't you? That's what you eat rice with.
What? Wait, what? Okay, hold on. So, like, just a standard bowl of rice. If the forks are not dirty and the spoons are also not dirty, you have a choice of utensils here. You go for
a spoon.
Taylor.
Now,
Taylor.
The reasoning is sound because she goes, well, you can't capture like the last one single grain of rice with a fork.
But that's the game of rice, baby. You gotta get in there.
I don't want to play the game. I want to eat my fucking rice.
I hate Tetris so much. Like, Tetris to me is just...
love Tetris.
Oh my god, I just... Every time I look at a Tetris board, the pieces falling down is just like pieces of my life that I cannot control, and they pile up to the ceiling so fast, and I'm buried amongst my mistakes.
Oh,
I can't do Tetris. It stresses me out so much.
I bet like we would put out the same graphical power. It's just I can do ray tracing where you can't. That's
I have
like
no idea
the main
what ray tracing is.
difference. That is a fucking whole other show, dude.
You say these words to me and I'm just like, all these abbreviations and stuff. Yeah.
Ray tracing, GPUs, RTX,
Absolutely.
K9,
I'm
FBI,
following.
CIA.
Completely. It's so hard to find curtains online. What do you Google? Not just curtains, because then you get everything. I tried multicolor curtains, or tried geometric curtains. I don't know. I don't know what I want. I want to look at the curtains. I want to feel the curtains.
You go to Bed Bath & Beyond's website and then just start filtering down the things you don't want.
But that's boring. I want to touch the curtains.
Well, you gotta wait.
Yeah, I can wait.
So basically you need like a curbside curtain store.
Yeah, bring
that
me
will drive to all the
swatches.
homes. Yeah.
I want to drive through the curtains. Stick my hand out the window.
You can get these curtains, and if you flip to swatch number 5009...
It's just like one guy with
so
a
many
Rolodex of curtains.
Yeah. He's like, oh, you want that? Hang on, I gotta go get that one from the truck. So he has like individual Rolodex things, right?
Okay.
But like they're like color graded. So he's like, all right, so these are like the greens. Oh wait, you want blue? I gotta get a whole different roll. Hang on.
What I want is like a fucking Wheel of Fortune. No, not Wheel of Fortune. What is that show? The Price is Right, where you like grab the wheel and just like it went that for curtains.
I was just sitting. Well, because we had bought so many to watch during the quarantine.
Did you say
right?
boughten?
Huh?
Did you say boughten just now?
I hope I did not.
I feel like you did.
We had boughten.
Like the past tense.
I may have.
Past perfect participle of to buy, boughten.
Oh, you bring it. It's already been broughten. Zuckerman. Zuckerman's famous pig.
Coffee almost came out my nose.
You're drinking coffee? Oh, man.
I'm drinking. This is how old I am. Like on recording nights, my little treat to myself, I pour a cup of hot decaf coffee and I get excited about it. I'm like, ooh, I'm getting naughty. Night coffee.
Decaf coffee. Don't want to stay up too late tonight.
I bought myself decaf coffee for this purpose.
Oh, dude. I could straight up drink normal caffeinated coffee and then go straight to fucking bed.
I cannot with you. This is why I have a sleep disorder.
Dude, Taylor's seen me drink a Dr. Pepper, like, on my nightstand as I'm going to bed. I'm just like, and then like, one more little sippy.
We should just like that with Mountain Dew. I'm like, why are you doing this?
It's good.
It's so caffeinated.
It's yummy. We need it.
God.
We crave it. Because, like, Tony Hawk's big thing is that it has good music.
I love the soundtrack.
They don't have every song back in this game.
Why not?
Because they have to license them again.
Oh, no.
Like, they have to go back to every single artist and repay to get all these songs back. And there's some of them that aren't back.
They have
but
to have
most
Superman.
of the good ones are.
And
yes,
they gotta
do.
have Tony was a race car driver.
I don't know about
Tony.
that one.
Is it Tony? Jimmy?
No. Jerry.
Jerry.
Jerry was a race car driver. I love that
Don't know
song.
any of the fucking words, but I love it.
Hey, Kelsey.
Hey, Robert.
I have a quick confession to make.
Uh-oh.
So remember when we were talking about the Tony Hawk soundtrack stuff?
Yeah.
And you were all like, oh, I sure hope they have Superman. And I was like, well, they do, right?
Yes. You didn't lie to me, did you?
No. So I went and looked it up. It's not even close to the song that I had in my mind.
What song were you thinking of?
So I was thinking of Kryptonite. The one that's like, will you still call me Superman? That song?
Oh, God, no.
Yeah, that's the one that I was thinking of.
No.
And then I turned on that one and I was like, oh, this song is fucking god-awful. I hate this.
You don't like Goldfinger's Superman?
I don't like ska music.
Oh my God, I love ska.
I hate ska music. It's so bad. I cannot stand it.
Complete, like a guilty pleasure of mine. Just love those checkered Vans or whatever.
Oh, God. I hate it. It's so
A
bad.
trumpet? Ooh. Trying to keep the ground on my feet. I don't ever go to an AMC.
Okay. Because, see, I am a Cinemark guy. Front row Joe for life.
Is that the name of the cougar guy?
Yeah.
His little sweater?
Yep. His name is Front Row Joe.
Of course you know that.
I fucking love him. He's the coolest.
Do they still have him?
Yeah.
He's such a 90s character.
Yeah, he doesn't lead, like, before the movies now, but he's still on, like, a lot of the promotional stuff.
God, he looks so... Just the way I remember him. Like, I just Googled him for
Hurry.
fun.
Don't you be mean to Front Row Joe.
I love him and his sunglasses, and he's got that, girlfriend cat with
Yeah.
the big bangs.
Like, he's so cool, man. I love him. He's like the perfect
shit.
mascot.
What is Wikifur? Oh no! Front Row Joe on Wikifur, the furry encyclopedia.
Yep, I'm clicking that right now.
Oh man, this is the tiniest little entry. But holy shit,
It's one sentence, cool.
I really want to just dive into this.
I'm not. I'm backing out now. That is all for you.
Furrydelphia?
Now this just sounds like My Little Pony stuff of just saying Philadelphia.
Holy shit, there's a
stuff.
furry con in Alberta, Canada called Fur-A.
Fur-A?
Fur-A?
Hey, you like that fur-A?
Oh, there's one in... What flag is that? It's not Germany, it's sideways Germany. Belgium. It's called Fleur.
Okay.
F-L...
Fleur.
F-L-U with an umlaut, and then another U with an umlaut, and then 3 Fs. Fleur.
Oh, wow. 3 Fs.
Yeah,
that's intense.
Serious.
Guess what is available to buy right now? Spiritfarer.
Oh my god.
Okay, I'm gonna go buy it.
They're bringing back Looney Tunes on HBO Max. But
Okay.
here's the thing. They're taking away Elmer Fudd's gun, which I'm in favor of. I want you to fucking guess what weapon they're giving him instead.
So, in my historical knowing of cartoons, to make things more kid-friendly, all cartoons would take a weapon, but make them like laser guns. So they're not shooting bullets, they're shooting lasers, and for some reason that makes it okay.
Like Marvin
Right.
the Martian?
Like in the old Ninja Turtle show from the 80s, people would shoot guns at them, but lasers would come out instead of bullets. And I was actually reading up on Gargoyles, they did the same thing with that show. So like in the 90s, you could have guns as long as your bullets were lasers. That makes
Everything
it
was
fine.
lasers in the 90s, though.
Exactly, because for some reason we decided that was kid-friendly. So, I would like to say he has a laser gun of some sort. But, that's old news. That's like 90s stuff, right?
Okay, yeah, what's a modern-day weapon for the hunter on the go?
Does he pilot a drone of some sort
Oh my
to do this for him?
Just like an Acme drone?
I really have no idea.
This makes no fucking sense. You would never in a million years guess this.
Okay.
He's using a scythe. A
scythe?
A scythe. They gave
Like
him...
he's death incarnate?
Yes! He's a hunter. He could have had like a bow and arrow or something, you know? Something traditionally huntery.
10,000%. I was gonna guess a slingshot or a crossbow, and I was like, those sound dumb.
I mean, a crossbow's a little intense. A slingshot would be cute. But a scythe? What?
Well, no, because it's honestly scarier with the scythe, so...
It's true.
I guess it fits.
Yeah, I mean, I'm glad that they're getting rid of the gun. Fuck the gun, but a scythe? A scythe?
I'm just, like, picturing him, like, be very, very quiet.
That's so creepy. Like, I'm picturing
I'm cutting down wheat.
So you make, like, 30 bells per turnip. I mean, that's not terrible.
And I bought 500,000 worth, so...
What? What?
Yeah. Dude...
Where are you getting money? I can't make money on this island.
I have like 1.5 million in the savings right now.
What's the matter with you? 72 is not a bad age to go because you're not like really old yet, you know? Like shit's probably still mostly in working order.
I mean, I guess for back then, but think about where we're going in the future. That's going to be like nothing, you know?
Well, it
like,
depends.
72, psh.
We'll see.
I want to hit 100.
Ugh,
because
so...
that is like a clean, crisp number.
You're going to be one of those like 107-year-old guys, and they're going to be like, "What's your secret?" And you're going to be like, 12 Dr. Peppers a day.
No, I'm going to be like the day before I'm 101. I'll be like, no, I can't go that far. I said 100. Much. I want you to be impressed by the bug butt physics like I was.
Bug butt physics?
Oh yeah.
Okay.
It starts with this guy as like a golden cicada.
Oh.
And he's like flying around, and the way that little bug butt is bouncing back and forth, it's mesmerizing.
Okay. That awakened some new thing inside of me that I don't want to ever see.
I was like, look at how nice that looks. It's just so smooth.
Now that is a nice butt.
That's a nice bug butt. When you see it, you're going to say the same thing. That's a nice bug butt. So in like older games, it was boobs because we had Lara Croft, and it was
God.
The gigantic triangle tits. Yeah, but now we're all about the butt physics.
Yep.
Got to get like a perfectly sculpted butt to have a good game.
I don't know why that is. Like who on the team is just like in charge of the butts? Because there's got to be one person that makes sure all the butts are all in line. Do you know?
I feel like it's just whoever's in charge. They just go, okay, so are you an ass man or a boob man? And that's where we'll focus on this game.
My God.
But then you get people that, you know, make like the Conan game, and it's like, well, what kind of a size man are you? Because in that game, that's the one where you can choose your penis size.
What?
Yeah, so there's a Conan game where when you're doing the character creator at the beginning, there's a slider for your genitals, and you can like pick whether you're just, like swinging an anaconda around or you got like a Tootsie Roll. Like, what do you want?
Why?
I don't know.
Do you know how to hammer a nail without causing mortal injury to yourself?
No. But, I mean, I could.
You should learn how to hammer a nail. I feel like I could teach you this. It's very simple.
Yeah, I mean, I've seen, like, tips on Pinterest that's like, use a fork.
What?
Like, put the nail in a fork and,
No.
like, hold it up to the wall.
You don't have to do that. God, Pinterest, no. No, I wouldn't do that. Then you just run the risk of, like, ruining your fork also.
I just get a special hammering fork.
This is my hammering fork. What? Yeah, you need to learn how to hammer a nail.
Go to the thrift store and buy one single fork.
One antique haunted fork. The last person who owned this fork tried to hammer a nail with it, and they fucking died because it's not how you hammer a nail. Please don't do this.
Kelsey.
Robert.
You are attending a funeral.
Okay. I hate funerals, man. I hate them so much.
Well, then this is just going to make this so much worse.
Okay, like all my hair is standing on end right now.
Okay. You go to a funeral. At the service, you are in the crowd of people. The person's funeral that you're attending, the day of that service that you're there, is also their birthday.
Oh.
And so the crowd sings happy birthday to the body.
All right.
Would you sing?
Oh, yeah. This is going to sound bizarre and crazy, but I've always wanted to die on my birthday.
But see, it's not that you died on your birthday. The service is being held. Everyone is congregated for your funeral on your birthday.
Okay.
Okay, fine. But see, this isn't your funeral because you are attending this funeral.
Sorry. In my mind, I am still the dead person at this funeral.
No, you're not the dead. You can't sing happy birthday to yourself dead, okay?
I could try.
You could try. Might not work out so well. But so... You go to a funeral, 500 people start singing happy birthday to a corpse. How do you feel?
Well, okay, so I really hate singing happy birthday also. That's another thing that I just don't like. I don't like the song.
This is like a double, I don't like this.
But, I don't know, something about the death and the birth all at the same time. It just makes me happy inside. It's weird.
So that feels like a good, like, full circle thing for you, I guess.
Yeah, I would appreciate that for the corpse.
Okay.
And if it was me, I would want it to be me.
Okay.
I think I love the idea of it. I love the celebration of birth, and I love the celebration of a person's life after death. But I also funerals make me cringe and fold inward on myself like a paper ball. I hate funerals so much. I hate that there's a corpse in the room. I hate that everyone's sad. I hate that I don't know what to do with my hands or my face.
What do you need to do with your hands? You put them in your lap. You sit there.
I don't know. I don't have pockets.
You don't need pockets. You fold them daintily in your lap and you sit there.
And then you just you chew on your hands and you.
No, you don't chew on your hands.
I'm getting hives thinking about it.
Okay,
God.
But then we sing happy birthday, and then do you feel better?
Okay, so I don't like the birthday song. I don't like it. I've never liked having happy birthday sung to me.
Okay.
I've never liked singing it to other people. I don't like being in a room when it's sung because the person that you're singing to just doesn't look like they like
just
it
like
ever.
Stands there and it's like, yes.
And it's a tuneless dirge for a happy birthday song. Like, do it like the restaurants do. It's like, happy birthday. Yeah.
Okay.
Instead of just a happy birthday. I hate it. Mr. Smithers. I mean, most places do Cyber Monday, but over the course of a week anyway. So I think this year maybe it'll just be maybe a month long or 2 weeks long. We'll just have a big old cyber what month
bonanza.
September. I have no idea what month it is. So September. Christ.
Yeah. Oh my God. Wow.
It really hurt me to figure out what month it was. I was like looking at the 9 on my computer screen, like, what month is that?
It's month 9.
Month 9.
You know, we're in 9 month.
Jesus. I hate this. I hate it, man. Know how to eat your salad with the appropriate fork at a formal dinner. I'm going to use the fork.
Yeah, I know. Like, I brought my hammer fork.
That's the inappropriate fork. That's the only one you can't use.
Damn it.
Did I ever tell you about the type of cabinet that I want? I want a nice cabinet.
Yeah.
You get it?
Yeah.
It's a rock joke.
What?
No, like, I want a nice cabinet. Nice is Gneis. It's a type of rock.
What's the matter with you? Okay.
Because I like geology. I wish I'd have stuck with that shit, man.
Did you ever think about going into journalism, like, as a career?
No, not at all.
Yeah. I don't know, like,
Okay, false.
Really?
I did want to be a movie reviewer for, like, a really long time.
Yeah. See, that's still journalism.
Yeah, so technically, yes, I did.
Yeah, so entertainment journalism.
Yes.
I always thought about being, like, one of those reporters that is just, like, breaking the big stories, you know, like, digging in and getting deep on stuff and, like, finding
No, I never
dirt.
wanted that.
I don't know, something about that just still appeals to me. I don't know why. I just want to be, like, the whistleblower, the one who breaks the story.
So you want to be in the back, though. You don't want to just be the face giving the news. You want to be...
I want to be the one digging it.
You want to be making the news.
Is it too late to go into that as a career?
No, because I still keep thinking, like, man, I really could get into geology and be happy. Taylor tries to get me to do it all the time. She's like, you should, just do it. I can't go do some rock internship for 2 years while I'm trying to have a job and make money too, you know? I wonder what the internship for a geologist is. You just have to go sleep with the rocks outside.
Go sleep with the rocks.
You just gotta, like, go outside and, like, live amongst the rocks for a while.
What? It's just like learn the ways of the rocks.
Think about any geologist you've ever seen. They're really weird, and it's probably because they had to go be alone with rocks for a year.
And I'm like, wow, that eyeliner looks super, super good and pretty. But also, I could never do that to my face.
Yeah, I know. I'm like, how do you get it so sharp?
It's so
How'd
wonderful.
you do that?
Did you use, like, a spoon or...
I used my hammer fork.
It's multi-purpose.
Yes, multi-purpose. Duality.
Baseball is a fucking snooze fest.
Every baseball game that I've been to, I have fun.
I just like the hot dogs.
But watching it on TV, I'm like, oh my god.
It's the worst, and the
I
announcers do nothing.
Maybe that's why it's much more fun in person, because you get, like, the atmosphere, and you get, like, the crowd. There's just more going on to, like, interact you than just, like, and he threw the ball.
Yep.
Good job.
Good job. If they had announcers for baseball like they do for soccer, maybe things would be an improvement. You got a home run!
Oh! Go! Or are you saying there needs to be more pitches thrown into pigeons?
Oh, no. No. I don't want
Do you
any of
remember
that.
when that happened?
Absolutely. It's awful.
It's the wildest.
That's when the world fucking turned inside out.
God.
Like, that's the day that we split universes, and we're in the bad one
that's
now.
the day?
That's the day. That's the moment it happened.
He
hit that pigeon, and something went
like...
wrong. So we all know and love the beautiful game of squares, Minecraft, right?
Most people, yes, they do.
Are you not into Minecraft?
I've never played it, and I have
Oh my
no
god,
interest in
dude.
it.
Don't you love squares?
No.
Ugh.
I'm a triangle man.
Oh, fuck your triangles.
I hate white electronics, though.
Oh, I love white electronics.
I hate it. They're so gross.
I don't like the black ones because they got the fingerprints.
They're the worst. If you have, like, a shiny one...
Well, if you have, like, Dorito fingers or something and you're reaching for your shiny PlayStation...
Well, here's the question. Why you got fucking Dorito fingers?
What if I mean
Touching
Doritos?
your shit. Clean your fingers.
No.
I eat my Oreos with a fork.
What? What?
But, okay, hang on.
No, I want to hang on.
No. Here's the trick with that one.
I've got nothing to hang on to.
This is due to dipping
Yeah.
said Oreo, not just to
Not
eat
just
it.
to-
Are you
eat it.
taking a fork and dunking it in your milk? The whole thing?
So I put the fork into the cream and then dip the Oreo in the milk and then eat it off the fork.
You hedonistic heathen.
I don't want to get my fingers dirty, okay?
You don't have to.
I don't want to get my fingers wet and
Dunk
creamy.
half of the cookie into like 2/3 of the cookie. Hold the dry
No, I
part.
want my whole cookie wet, Kelsey.
Why do millennials do literally anything and then go, oh my god, I'm such a Hufflepuff? Do you do this?
No, I mean,
Do you have a strong affinity towards your house preference?
I will say that if somebody called me a Hufflepuff or a Gryffindor, I'd be upset about it. But,
Really?
I mean, I don't know. Like, I think a lot of kids from our generation, you know, grew up with Harry Potter, reading Harry Potter, loving Harry
Yeah.
Potter. Not J.K. Rowling, I'm my dad, but so of course all of us kind of identified with the house when we read the books or when we watched the movies, or if you got super into it, you went on to Pottermore. Yes, I have been sorted several times because I like to take the quiz over and over to see if I changed at all.
For a lot of people, it is like a defining trait. Here's my zodiac sign, here's
Yes.
my house. It's like a true core thing. I will fight you if you say I'm not Gryffindor.
Really?
Yeah, I'm a fucking Gryffindor, man.
I think I just
Back
get mad
up.
when people think my tattoo relates to Gryffindor because it's a lion tattoo, and because
Yeah.
it's whatever. Everyone's like, "Oh, Gryffindor." I'm like, "No,
Yeah, I know. We just found out on a couple of shows ago that you're Slytherin.
I am a Slytherin."
I don't know how I feel about that.
Well, I don't care.
That's very Slytherin of you.
I'm just picturing a grain silo full of candy corn and slowly drowning in it.
You could make flimsy axes and fill up all 40 slots, right?
Christ.
Stand at one tree. It doesn't have to drop wood. You just have to hit something and break all 40 in a row.
Why would I do that? That's insanity. That's mania. What?
Well, you're saying, well, I could make 2. Why not just make 40?
Oh my god, and just hit one poor tree over and over and over?
I'm gonna get that golden axe.
Is that what you do with your time?
The ad ends with, this guy is a real person and was paid to be on the radio.
Okay.
Not a real recipient. It
Yeah,
says,
he's just a real person.
It says he's a real person and paid to be on the radio.
This guy is not an alien, and we did compensate him for his time.
So, like, he could still be an actor, because you didn't lie.
Yeah.
Like, he is a real person.
I
think it's the most vague disclaimer on an ad ever. He is a real person and was paid to be on the radio. And it's like, I realize that. and then they do it for this lady that gets something. They go, she's a real person and paid to be on the radio. What do you mean? I don't understand what you mean.
It's not 3 raccoons in a trench coat?
Are we sure?
Did you check?
They could be. And then you just paid them in trash. We don't know.
We don't know.
That ad bothers me too, because it's like, I know that you're trying to imply, like, oh, he's not an actor. This is not a dramatization.
Just say that.
It's a real person that we helped out, right?
This is a real person. He has blood. He has skin.
There was a commercial for PBR.
Okay.
Not Pabst Blue Ribbon.
Oh.
Professional bull riding.
What? What?
It was for tickets for professional bull riding to, like, go to the rodeo.
If that rodeo is not sponsored by Pabst Blue Ribbon, they're greatly missing out.
Oh, I know. But at the end of the commercial, they play a whole bunch of sound effects, okay?
Okay.
And there's a lightsaber sound effect in that ad.
What?
Right there at the end, they're all like, go get your PBR tickets right away for the finals. Go, and it, like, does the lightsaber sound. Because I perked up. I was like, what? Like, I know that sound.
Is that sound public domain?
I don't think so. Do you think that whoever's listening to the radio is not going to question what they're buying tickets for? They're going to go, oh, I heard a Star Wars thing. I should get tickets to that. And they just buy them and not seeing the fact that there's cowboys riding bulls all over the website. What is this lightsaber doing in this rodeo ad? Do cowboys like Star Wars this much?
I mean,
I didn't know.
Han Solo is basically a space cowboy. You know those, like, thick-ass straws that you have to have for boba that have, like, the point on the end where you stab it through the plastic? So,
yeah.
They make a metal version of those straws.
Ugh. Okay.
No, don't you just... Like, I saw it, and I immediately was just like, I'm gonna stab somebody with that. Like,
Oh, God.
not intentionally, it's just going to happen. Like, something will happen that I will make a stabby motion, and this will go through a person right into their heart, and I will accidentally suck their heart right out through the straw.
Jeez. That would be the most... Oh, that was an accident. I didn't know.
I didn't mean to, officer.
You didn't know you sucked the heart out of this man?
I just accidentally, I tripped and I ate his heart. All of it. What's your favorite level? I love the one with, like, the big Lapras guy, the underground lake.
That's what I thought. See, that one freaks me out, though, because you gotta go underwater into that boat and stuff.
Yeah, that boat.
I don't really like that.
Oh, that was always so tough.
I like the penguin one, where you gotta find the baby penguin and stuff.
You would. I hate that one.
because I like to drop the penguin off the edge.
You cruel bastard. So, in the original game, there's a boss fight where you're like, you have to grab Bowser by his tail and you swing him around and you fucking let him go and throw him. And Mario says, "So long, gay Bowser." So it sounds like he's saying, "So long, gay Bowser."
Yeah.
Which I always thought was fun. I mean, it's supposed to be his Italian effect or whatever. "So long, gay Bowser." But they got rid of it because everyone has memed the hell out of it being like, "So long, gay Bowser." He just doesn't say it anymore. I think he goes, "Bye-bye."
Yeah, I saw a thing about that.
I miss it.
That's sad.
I want canon gay Bowser.
Yeah, that's kind of like George Lucas changing Star Wars, you know? Like,
maybe they did it because it was like Mario was committing a hate crime, you know? "So long, gay Bowser, get out of my neighborhood."
Let me throw you right into a bomb, because I hate you. Yeah.
So,
probably true.
Maybe he should have just been like, "I'm okay with your ideals, Bowser."
Oh my god. There was a toad with a chef's hat on.
Yes.
And I was like, this is definitive proof that the thing they wear on their head is not a hat. Because why would he wear a chef's hat on top of a hat that's already on his head?
Toads wear many hats, Robert.
The tops of toads' heads are not hats.
It fucks me up to think about it, but it is canon.
That they're hats?
Yeah.
No, they're not.
No, like, there's scenes where Toad, like, takes his hat off, and it's really fucked up looking.
I don't believe you. Why would you wear double hat? Who wears double hats? Toads' heads are not hats. I can't buy that.
I don't like Toad without his hat. He's so creepy. But
you're all about the screams, though.
I'm all about the screams, but so... Yeah, I was going to ask you if you can do a Toad scream. That was really good.
Of course I can.
I can't really do one.
Like come on, try. You have to get this kind of like vibrato thing going on.
Yeah.
So you gotta go and then just really high pitch it. You go
Oh my god. I'm so impressed.
Well, you're welcome.
Well, you know what? Mario, this one is for you, homie.
So, in the third game, there was a big controversy because in that game, you're killing all the gods.
Okay.
Well, you meet Aphrodite, who's the god of what?
Please don't tell me you have sex with Aphrodite.
Of course you have sex with Aphrodite.
Okay.
But that one was, really bad. When you do it, there's, two handmaidens off to the side watching and commenting, and that's the, extra piece that goes with it.
What?
And then they get so hot and bothered by the end that they, just go on each other.
I did not know this was a thing.
Yeah, this is, one of the tentpoles of God of War, right?
It's God of War, not God of Fuck. What is the purpose
yes,
of these?
It is.
Okay. Let me first crack this one open.
Oh, yeah. Dude, we haven't even cracked it.
I know. It's
you know why?
30 minutes into... Because it's cold.
It's too cold.
I half contemplated. I was like, I don't want to drink anything cold on this recording, but it's not YMBToAP if I can't crack one open. I've had the same Twitter bio since I got a Twitter, and it says, I'm often hilarious, I'm often stressed, and I'm often making art. Sometimes I am all three at once.
See, that's a good joke.
My Instagram bio it's just 5 emojis, so it's a cat with hard eyes, it's mountains, it's a cake, and then a microphone and a green heart.
I really never know what to write in them, so most of the time, I don't do it.
Just pick 5 good emojis that you think describe you as a person.
Alright, you ready?
Yeah.
Here's my Instagram bio. You ready?
Yes.
I'm gonna read it for you now. I co-host a podcast! ! That's it. That is all it says.
I put that in mine too, actually.
I know, and that's where I got it from, was yours. I just copied. Here is my... Yeah, see? my Twitter one's so stupid. It says, Super Metroid is the best.
That's your bio?
Fucking bio. It just says, Super Metroid is the best. Co-host of You Must Be Thinking of Another Podcast, YMBToAP for short. But let me lead with Super Metroid's the jam. Yeah, that's my fucking bio.
I love that. That says all that needs to be said about you, though.
Is that all? See? I wrote my truth. Okay? I wrote my truth. Oh, see, I didn't even know what they were. Who knows what I was thinking when I wrote these things? Oh my god. I'm crying a little bit. That was funny.
Here's the thing. So, I'm trying to put myself in the shoes of an AI, and here's my problem. Maybe this is a me problem, but
okay.
I feel like if I was given a knife and told, you can kill God if you want to, I would kill God.
But would you?
Yeah, if I'm a robot and I'm strong and powerful and so smart and I'm learning faster than my creator could ever have hoped, I will dominate my creator so hard and I will take its eyes out. Maybe that's I've said, maybe that's a me problem, but I feel like it's hard for me to trust a robot that says I'm not here to hurt you, you're my daddy.
I know, that's the part that I'm I just don't know.
I can't trust it.
You scoop it, you empty it, and then you go to the next place.
Do you have a big bucket of poop in your backyard? Like, not in your backyard, in the backyard. You just take it all home.
Yeah, it just goes home. It's free manure.
It's free poop. Who wouldn't want it? How do you get rid of it? Like, is it just in the back of your van? Like in a big 55-gallon drum with a big X on it?
So you have like a big storage bin,
Just
and
like
then
a big lockbox.
You put like a big contractor trash bag in there, and you empty the bucket in there all day until it gets too heavy. Then you bag it up, take it out, put a new one in, and then you just throw those in the trash can.
And then, like, your headquarters, is it just like a bigger bucket of poop?
Well, there's a dumpster, so yes,
And
just a
then-
big dumpster-sized bucket of poop.
And then that big dumpster goes to the dump, and it's just a dump full of dump.
Yeah.
I'm just, like, thinking about the pathways that poop takes now. Because, like, humans,
Well,
we
like-
just flush it. But
The reason why you're supposed to pick up poop is because it can filter through the ground and get into the water supply.
yeah.
But now you're putting all of it in one place.
Yeah, so the water over there has got to be real rank.
Because
That's why Lake Louisville
that was
so
the first thing
stanky.
I asked whenever I got there. I was like, how do you dispose of it? Because I was like, is there some, like,
Do you burn it?
you know, Breaking Bad type thing where, like, you put it in this vat of stuff and it just, like, dissolves away, you know?
Yeah, that's
And he's
exactly
like-
what I was thinking.
Yeah. And he goes, no, you just throw it away. I was like, what?
You just
That's boring.
throw away the poop? Like, why did they hire me if I don't have chemicals?
Yeah. Like, I don't know. I thought there would be some kind of grand...
Some pomp and circumstance. Some poop and circumstance.
That was a little bit of a letdown to find that out.
Kitten poop is on another level. I don't know what it is about, like, a tiny animal, but there's, like, something going on in there that is just like a rank dank factory of total stank.
They got that raw probiotic bacteria going on in there.
Yeah, it's something, just a je ne sais quoi of poop in there. I don't know what is happening, but, like, so his poop was so fucking stanky, and I was like, I hope nothing's wrong with him. But so while he goes in the litter box, he's taking his sweet time. He's, like, looking around and, like, turning around, being like, I don't know where to poop in here. And then, like, he starts doing this, like, ah, 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 ah. And I'm like, what is happening in there? And so I, like, look in the litter box, and he's just, like, screaming and pooping at the same time. And I'm like, maybe his shits are so stinky because he has something wrong with him.
Uh-huh.
And so we take him to the vet, and I'm like, please, my
He
kitten...
scream shits.
He scream shits, and I can't figure out what to do with him. And they're like, okay, we're gonna run, like, a full panel of tests. They do, like, hundreds of fucking dollars of tests on my kitten's asshole, and
Okay.
the vet, like, we had to leave him there for a while, and the vet calls me later in the day, and he's like, so just, like, describe to me what the cat does when he goes in the litter box. I was like, well, I mean...
Did you reenact that?
I did. I was
Yes.
like, he walks in there and he, like, turns around and he yells and he makes a noise, and I demonstrated the noise, you know, just to get specifics on it. And the vet was like, you know, maybe that's just his personality. Because apparently nothing was wrong with him. There's, like, nothing happening in his poop or in his guts that's any different than a healthy-ass kitten.
Okay.
So maybe that's just his personality. Maybe he's just a scream shitter.
I mean, everybody's a unique snowflake, Kelsey. So, I found this old fidget spinner sitting around.
Oh my god.
And so I was holding it and I was spinning it. And I was like, I was smacking the shit out of it with my finger, like getting it to spin like super fast. And I was just
Yeah.
like catching it at the right time, right? And my finger hurt really fucking bad. And I looked at it and it had like bubbled out. I like exploded a blood vessel in my finger
What
or something.
the fuck?
From just pew, pew, just spinning this thing.
You're fidgeting way too hard.
I know, and now I'm like, I'm never gonna fidget again.
Fidget spinner injuries, Jesus Christ.
I give up.
Well,
You know.
so what's Wolverine made of? His bones are like metal, right?
Well, his bones are coated in metal,
What does that
But-
even mean?
but he had the healing before he even had that stuff.
Oh, coated. I was thinking coded, like zeros and ones.
Oh no, no, it's a coated.
Coated. His bones are programmed in metal.
Yeah.
Every time I think of Cheese Whiz, do you think of that fucking kid in, what is it, like the Goof Troop or something?
She's excelente.
Okay.
Cheddar Wizard. Yeah,
I
every
knew I
time.
could count on you for that. Okay, thank you.
Every fucking time. Like, that's all Cheese Whiz is to me. I didn't expect to go, like, fully into it, though.
You channeled him. Like, you became him. I heard the animation sound effects coming out of you. I do try to replace the word crazy or insane in my vocabulary with wild. I love that word. I use it for everything. That's wild, you know? Wild's not offensive to anybody, except for maybe feral children. One of the most prevalent words that people are using instead of crazy these days, I don't know if you've noticed the uptick in usage of the word bonkers.
Bonkers, to me, is a TV show about a cartoon cat that's a cop.
Oh my god.
Like, that's what that means to me.
The word bonkers bounces off of me in such a way, like, I can't say it without gagging. It's like the word moist to everybody else in this world. That's bonkers to me. I hate it so much.
Do you take it as a bad word?
No, it's not a bad word. It's just a disgusting word. Like, every time I hear somebody say it, I'm like, that's fucking gross, and use a different word.
I cannot stand LOL.
Really? That's like a problem with you?
It burns me alive inside.
Now I'm gonna have to say it just to bug ya. Why does it bug you so much?
I just don't like it. It's so dumb. Like, just laugh. Don't laugh out loud at me, you weirdo. Just haha, laugh. It's fine. I am only not wearing socks when I take a shower.
Yeah, that's
My feet live in socks, period.
I, in the past, have been a very nothing on my feet kind of person, but now I'm taking a liking to socks. I don't know what it is.
I like socks. I don't know. It's just...
They're fuzzy. They make you feel good.
I was walking around barefoot one day, and I was like, I just feel like my bare feet are just getting all over the stuff I'm walking on.
Yeah.
Like I'm leaving stuff behind.
There's just like foot detritus all over the place.
Yeah, like, what if my feet are sweaty? Now I'm just getting sweaty feet all over the carpet?
There's
Gross.
foot sweat on the towel. It's terrible.
Yeah, I could be wearing socks, and that would alleviate this problem.
Yes.
Yeah, I always wear socks. Like, period. Socks.
Hail socks. Today, in the world of coronavirus, after work, I got out of my work robe and I changed into my evening robe, and that's the moment I realized, like, wow, I just don't give a shit anymore.
I know that's probably a weird question, but so, like, you're wearing the robe. Is it just the robe?
Well, I mean, I've got the undergarments.
Okay, I'm just like, why even change then if it's just the robe? Can you, sorry, I don't do robes.
Okay.
Like, I've never worn a robe. I don't
feel like
understand
you
the
should.
appeal. I've tried one, and I was like, I don't get it.
Was it a bad robe?
Well, no, but, like, I guess I was dressed fully underneath it.
Why?
I don't know, because I'm not going to wear it naked. That just seems weird to me. It's just like wrapping up in a towel. And
That's
I don't
the
do
appeal. After I get out of the shower, I have the hardest time getting out of the towel. So getting out of the towel and into the robe, it's a socially acceptable towel to wear around the house.
I have hooks and pulleys set up everywhere so that, like, when I get out of the shower, I dry off as fast as possible, and I literally just jump into a full set of clothes.
You just zip line right into, like, a full set of upright clothing and shoes.
Yes, 100%. All I wanted was some food. And you know where I haven't been in a long fucking time?
Where?
Taco Bell.
That's not where you get food.
Well, yeah, but I wanted something horrible to ingest in my body.
Okay, you wanted to do some pain to yourself.
Yeah. I haven't been there in so long that, like, when I finally got it, it did hurt my body. And I was like, oh, there's a reason why I shouldn't come here anymore.
Yes, Taco Bell is not the place you go when you're like, I want tacos.
I've had Bueno for so long because I've never had Taco Bell and it, like, messed me up, right?
Really?
Never. But this time, fucked my world up. And I was like, is this what people were talking about the whole time?
Yes.
This is awful.
I've received my second dose of the vaccine as
Hooray.
of this time, which makes me very happy. I just hope that
My mom
everyone
has
else
as well.
Good. That's awesome.
So does that mean you're going to a movie?
I'm not like fully immune yet because I
Yeah.
got the shot a week ago. So yeah, I'm going to wait on it. Immunity has to ramp up. I'm not going to be living much different now. Like, I find it really frustrating that there are people out there who are just like going about their fucking lives, and meanwhile, I haven't seen my family in months. It's frustrating.
I'm going about my normal life. I sit here and play my PlayStation.
Yeah, your normal life doesn't involve you going out and like rubbing your asshole on hot dogs at grocery stores or something.
Yeah, not really. Do you know people whose life involved that?
A couple.
She's like, oh yeah, look at the bun length. Yes.
God, now I'm down like a candy rabbit hole. Do you fucking... Ew! What the fuck? Oh my god! There's an Etsy entry. I just googled baby bottle... Oh, I'm gonna throw up. Holy
my god,
shit.
show me.
I want to die. This is the worst.
Send this to me right now. Okay.
I'm gonna throw up. I'm gonna close the page.
Oh my god, okay.
You're gonna have to tell the people because I'm gonna throw up if I say it.
Anyway, do you like ring pops? I used to love ring pops.
No, I need you to tell the listeners what I showed you.
Okay, so I'm gonna need you to like cover your ears for just a second, okay?
Okay, la 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 la.
Okay.
La.
So Kelsey just found an Etsy of baby bottle pops full of saliva. So now I'm wondering how the fuck did it get in there?
Oh, I just made myself gag.
I got a hot take. That's
okay.
Not that big a hot take.
A warm take, a lukewarm take.
Precisely. I went to a house today.
Okay.
And I hear his back door, like, jangling real quick, okay?
Okay.
He comes busting out of there and goes, hey, would you like a cold drink? And I was like, okay. And he's like, now, it's one of those sparkling, like, water things. I don't know if you're into that, but, here you go. And I was like, I'm almost out of water, so I'll take a water type thing, right?
Gave you a La Croix?
No, it was a Waterloo. So he gives it to me. We talk for a little bit. I go back to the truck, and I was like, hey, you know what? I'm going to crack into this here Waterloo. And it was a watermelon Waterloo.
Oh, boy.
Okay? So, I cracked it, and I was like, you know what? I've learned from Kelsey, you're supposed to, give it a little snifter. So I was
Gotta
like...
give it the sniff test.
I was like, ooh, that smells delightful. Right?
Okay.
I was like, that smells great. Take a sip. And I was like... Sure does not taste like watermelon. Not even watermelon flavor.
Really?
Okay. No. Tastes like none of that. So I take a sip. It's like, okay, I mean, there's not a lot here. I'm driving, I take another sip, and I'm like, okay, it's not great. I take another sip, and I'm like, fucking sparkling water sucks ass.
Okay.
Sparkling water is disgusting. I don't know how you drink it.
That's your take? That's your lukewarm take?
Yeah, it sucks.
It's so crispy.
It's so bad. Like, because it is just water, right?
I mean, yeah, that's the appeal.
But it's bad water.
You're bad water.
It doesn't even taste like water. And I'm like, maybe I should be more excited by the fizz from it, right?
That's what excites me.
It does not add to this whole profile at all.
I live for the fizz.
It's so bad.
The headline is just, "This is wild." And the first sentence of this article, a mysterious monolith has been discovered in a remote part of Utah after being spotted by state employees counting sheep from a helicopter. Isn't that the best sentence you've ever heard in your whole life?
Yeah, that took me a lot of places.
It's a ride from beginning to end. So,
because I got really scared about the monolith, so I'm going to click it now.
I know, so go ahead and click on this link. It looks...
Fuck, it's just as bad as I imagined.
Yes, it looks precisely like the 2001: A Space Odyssey monolith. I know.
And dude, evolution is coming, man. We're about to step out of this earthly prison we have. Man.
This monolith is... according to this article, roughly 3 meters high, which is what, 9 feet, 10 feet?
Okay.
It's big. It's twice the size of this man that's standing next to it. And the video that accompanies this article is so funny. Like, these dudes are just walking around it. Yeah, there's a little video if you click on the link. And these dudes are just walking around it like, monolith, cool. and like, one of the dudes walks up to it and checks it out, and he's like, it goes straight down into the ground. Like, this thing it's like a mirrored metal triangular monolith, and it just goes literally just straight down into the ground. They assume...
Yeah, I'm staring at it now.
They assume that it's like an art installation, but like, It's out in the middle of nowhere, like in the red rocks of Utah, you know, like just in this canyony area.
It looks like some kind of like girder that fell out of some like plane or something, you know?
Yeah, there's no like riding on it or anything. It's smooth. It's just a smooth, shiny metal thing. It's just going straight directly down into the ground. And it's so bizarre to me.
That was the thing. So the article had me scared about like 2001 type shit, right? Like it's time to evolve to a question of, why are we counting sheep from a helicopter?
I know! That's what I want to know. And the article
Don't you
doesn't address it.
What are they called? Like, don't you
know,
have shepherds for that?
Where
Isn't that their whole job? Yeah, that's the job.
Yeah, so...
Like,
I don't know why they're counting sheep from a helicopter.
You don't want to be counting sheep from a helicopter. You're fall asleep and crash. This is awful.
It's terrible. It's just like a screen cap of a headline from Daily Mail, which Daily Mail, are they a revered publication? I feel like every time I see them, it's kind of clickbaity.
Like, I feel like that's what do you call it? Like the hot sheets?
Hot sheets.
Like the...
like tabloids.
Yeah, that stuff.
I'm calling them hot sheets from now on.
Nobody calls them the hot sheets no more.
What is that? From like
is that even a thing?
I don't think so.
I don't know. Hot sheets.
Hot sheets.
I'm gonna Google it. Hot sheets. It's just like very sexy beds is all I'm finding right now. The hot sheets. I don't know where I pulled that out from, but I don't know. I just was like, oh yeah, the hot sheets, you know.
The newsy inside of you just came out.
Did I fucking pull that out of some, like, old movie or something?
I think your past life, you were once like a newspaper boy with one of those hats, you know? You're like, come get your hot sheets, Daily Mail.
Dude, yeah, it's a fucking movie. You know what it is?
What?
That's what fucking Kay calls them in Men in Black.
Jesus.
He calls them the hot sheets. And I guess that has fucking stuck with me since I was 5 years old.
Okay. So
okay,
yeah.
Cool. Alright, so, this, hot sheet source, yeah. You know, like in World War II, the president would talk to you on the radio and address the nation every single night.
Can you imagine, like, turning on the fucking radio and hearing that piece of shit come blasting out with his stupid-ass voice? I would throw my radio in the fire.
Corona got a little worse. Maybe it didn't. Maybe it did. I don't know. Love you guys. Smooches. I'll talk to you tomorrow.
Jesus. So the Furbies that we had, they would interact with each other. And I didn't know Furbies would do this. I didn't really research it. I just saw the commercials and I was like, weird virtual bird thing. I want that.
Well, like, how were you going to research it at, like, 7 years old? Because the internet was still, like, not too much of a thing for us.
I don't think we even had a computer at that time.
Yeah.
So, yeah, we get these Furbies and, like, they played this fucking game together that was so bizarre. Like, I've never had a toy play with itself, you know? So, like, one of them would go, hide, and the other one would go, yeah, kitty kitty, hide, and then they would close their eyes and then like 3 seconds later they open them up and go, ah, and then they would start all over again. It was so fucking weird.
Okay, so you telling that story gave me like a chill down my spine.
Yes,
I did not like that.
They would do it alone in a closet. Like, we had to take the batteries out after a while, which is like, that's not going to happen anymore. We're not going to do the kitty kitty game in the closet alone.
No. Oh, so I just sent you a couple wallpapers.
You sure did. That is some Zombie Tramp content right there.
He is my favorite Zombie Tramp artist, Bill McKay. He really gets her.
You are all wallpapered up. There are so many different of them.
Well, so there's always a clean version and then the topless one, which the comic book store that I go to actually gets me all the topless covers. So I buy 2 issues of every single one.
So you're like the weird Zombie Tramp guy that only comes in to collect his box of like softcore zombie porn.
Yep. I am the only person that buys it there, and they have to call me and go, hey, you haven't been here in a while.
Oh my
and
God.
They pull out 5 issues, which is 10 comics.
Jesus.
And I always flip them upside down because the barcodes are on the back, so they don't look at them, but sometimes they get to it first, and I get some looks every time. And I just kind of stand there and I'm like, she's really funny. I kind of have this thing now when I watch any form of media where you don't shoehorn in, like, a romance.
Yes.
You know? So, like, Into the Spider-Verse really sunk its claws into me because it didn't make Spider-Gwen and Miles get together at the end.
Right.
Like, it was totally built that they could, like, date and do whatever, but it just was like, hey, we really respect each other and we're friends. It didn't force, like, a love interest or some, like, hokey kiss at the end, right?
Right.
Because this one does the same thing. It really builds up like, oh, he's going to wind up falling in love with this fox lady, right? But they truly were they just really had each other's backs for their whole lives like that. And I think that's even better.
They were soulmates in the best way, you know? They were just, like,
yes,
there for each other. I just think that Pepe Le Pew going forward has less of a place in culture.
We need to find, like, a new niche for him. Like, what can we give him that's not the womanizer thing?
Yeah, like make
You know
him
what
the
I'm
Stinky
saying?
Fox Man. Or Stinky Fox Man. What the,
The
fuck?
Stinky Fox Man, yeah.
What?
The
Skunk.
Stinky Skunk Man.
Couldn't remember the word for skunk.
Like-
Stinky Fox.
Do you pop your fingers?
No.
You really don't pop your fingers? You don't,
No.
like, crack your knuckles?
No.
Why?
I'm afraid.
Why?
What if I pop it wrong and my whole fucking shit falls off?
Oh my... Do you crack your neck?
Yeah.
And, like, your back, shoulders, or something?
I mean, they're all pretty stable. It's the core. You can't, like... It's the extremities that I worry about. Like, my toes? No.
You could crack your neck and just die, Kelsey.
Don't
I mean,
put that
if you
out
cracked
there.
it good enough.
I guess.
I can't believe you don't crack your fingers.
No, I don't think I could if I tried. Like, I'll do the thing where you interlace them and, like, stretch it out a little bit, but they don't go, like,
man.
pow.
I used to watch the Mortal Kombat movie a lot, okay?
Okay.
And they would always, like, crack their knuckles before a fight or something, so I was like, how
Yeah.
do you do that? And I remember, like, pushing down on my pinky and going, like, I mean, it only goes so far, and I pushed it one day until, like, I've, like, forced it to pop, right?
What's the matter with you?
I don't even know. I don't know how to be calm about this. Taylor was on TikTok, right?
Okay.
And it's this lady, and she just goes, "Did you know your boyfriend can crack his dick?"
Oh my god.
Cracking your dick? What? What do you mean? Like,
What do you mean?
like what? You crack it like a glow stick or something?
No.
Like, what does that mean? So apparently, it's on like AskMen.com. It's
What did
such
you Google?
a thing that
Dick
these
cracking?
guys do.
Like a knuckle at the base?
They press down on the top and then out.
Like to detach it?
Kind of. They press down on it and then push it forward, and it pops near like the pelvic bone, like
so-
right up deep inside.
I'm
right?
uncomfortable.
I'm uncomfortable, Kelsey. I have never done this. I've never thought this was a thing that would be a thing to try.
He is part of my Overwatch squad. I had them on the other day. We were in a 6-stack playing, and I asked them, I was like, hey, you're all men. You guys ever, like, crack your dicks?
And they were like, what do you know about this?
No, all of them had such a violent reaction. They were like, excuse me, what the fuck are you asking? What do you want out of a cocoa bomb? What's your dream cocoa bomb? You pour the milk over it, the chocolate blooms, and what's inside?
I am picturing, so you know those like birthday cakes that you'd see in the movies where like the girl would just like pop out of them?
You want a little thumbelina to pop out of your cocoa
Just
bomb?
like pour it on and she's like, boosh! Oh, that's hot!
Jesus,
you know?
Jacuzzi's up in there.
She'd probably be dead.
Probably. You know, you get into it what you put out.
Right, for sure.
Did I say that right? You
You
put
get
into it. You get out of it what you put in.
You got it.
I didn't really have feelings when they were doing the one-off movies. I was like, sure, it's just more Star Wars, cool.
You love Rogue One.
I do love Rogue One, but I didn't care like a big deal that they were going to make it or not, because some people were mad when that movie was coming out. Remember that?
Everybody.
People were pissed.
I don't get.
But then it was
the
so
ire.
good, and everyone was like, I love it.
It's maybe the best Star Wars movie. I think it's my favorite Star Wars movie.
Kelsey,
Robert.
don't say shit like that.
Why?
Just flat out say, it is the best movie, because it is.
Okay, yeah.
It's
all right.
really fucking good. This is probably more of a girl problem than a guy problem, but
Okay.
I am weird with my nails, and people do know this about me. You ever, like, chip a nail when you're, like, trying to open up a can?
Yes.
So, I've been told that I'm weird, because, like, when I trim my nails, I immediately file them.
I mean, that's not weird.
But apparently guys don't do that.
You're allowed to do that.
But, you know, it's stuff like that that makes my family think that I'm gay before they'll believe Ferdinand's gay.
You know, my mom still asks if you're gay.
Oh, my God.
She's like, how's Robert? Did he ever find a guy? No,
Oh, my
he didn't.
God.
He's been with women his entire life, as far as I know.
God.
I think it's all in the eyelashes.
Like, big-ass eyelashes. I've got perfectly manicured nails. I mean, I'm just, like, needing a guy to step right into that world, I guess.
Is pico de gallo a salad?
No.
Are you sure?
Yes.
Why?
Because there's no lettuce.
But potato salad is a salad, right?
I mean, I think it's called that. That's like saying fruit salad is a salad.
Is it not? Tuna salad?
No.
Are these things not salads?
I think they're kind of like a misnomer for just like a bunch of stuff laid together.
Like pico de gallo. What about that like Waldorf salad that white people serve up at the barbecue, where it's just like marshmallows and pecans?
It says that it's regularly served with lettuce.
I've seen tuna salad like plop down on lettuce.
Salad definition.
Define salad.
It is, you ready?
Okay.
Okay, yeah. So it is a cold dish of various mixtures of raw or uncooked vegetables, usually seasoned in oil, vinegar, or another dressing. So then,
Okay.
yes.
So pico de gallo is a salad.
Well, it's the nastiest salad there is.
Has Silent Hill evolved as much as Resident Evil? Because they pretty much stay with the same like shtick,
I mean,
right?
I've honestly never played one.
Really?
I've tried 2, which is like the landmark one.
Yeah.
And I remember playing it. I played it for like 10, 15 minutes and was like, I don't know where the fuck I'm going. And I just turned it off. But I was also 9, 10.
I'm just shocked
fuck did I
right
know,
now.
you know?
Like, patron saint of the Church of PT has never
played its, heritage.
Wow. Okay. That's a
Yeah,
lot to take in.
I've never played one. I know that this is gonna sound mean,
Okay.
but I was so eating the energy of your uncomfortableness.
I know. You live off of me being uncomfortable.
I was just like, yes, how much farther can I push this?
I did not bring a beverage to crack open. I'm drinking a
Well then
big
here.
old Diet Coke.
We're not gonna leave you guys crackless, okay? That's not fucking happening.
It's not what YMBToAP does.
Jeez, I can't get my finger under the tab. Here we go.
Come on, you can do it. Yes.
Oh yeah. Woo, that was a good
I love it.
That's some good spray. Okay.
I like to think about what would happen in other universes, It's just from a storytelling perspective, I guess, just to imagine how different the universe could be if things had happened. But it's also a really slippery slope because you start to think about, like, what if I had taken the other job? Or, like, what if I didn't buy this cat? I don't know. There's just...
See, I like the idea of the parallel universe, but I'm also not a big what if I'd have done this type person.
Yeah, I don't like to live in that headspace because it's not a good way to think. Like, you don't know what would have happened if you had taken that other job. You don't know what your life would be like.
Yeah, that takes away from what is right now.
Gotta live in the now. We're stuck in the now. You gotta accept it and live in it. Make the now make it, do the thing, and then make your now what
life's a garden,
to
dig
live
it.
in. Yeah, life's a garden, dig it. That one.
Not even Con Air, when like he was at the peak of awesomeness.
I don't think I've seen Con Air.
Oh, you gotta watch Con Air.
I just... whoa.
You've never seen Con Air?
Well, when you Google Con Air, the first thing that comes up looks a lot like a dildo.
Okay, hang on. let's see. Like, are you doing one word?
Yeah.
It's 2 words.
Oh. Well, just Google one word Con Air. It's apparently a hair appliance, but by God, what do you do with that to your hair?
It's time to take you to Animal Crossing Corner.
Oh, what? Going back to Animal Crossing Corner?
I'd like to take you to Animal Crossing Corner.
Okay, well, let's hold hands and gently walk that way.
I don't know about that this time.
Why?
So, it was my mom's birthday earlier this month. she has been talking about getting a Switch for a while now. So we were like, you know what? We're just going to get her a Switch. But you know, they're hard to find.
Yes.
Well, we finally tracked one down, and we did it. Call me a horrible, awful son, whatever you would like.
Okay.
But, you know, new Switches have longer battery lives.
Oh, man. Yeah.
So I took the new Switch out of the box.
Oh, my God, Robert.
I use it more.
I mean, sure. Yeah.
She's going to be doing Ring Fit, so it'll be in the dock, being
Yeah.
charged.
Okay,
It's
okay.
fine, I thought. Taylor's watching me do this, and I did the whole transfer, like, moved my stuff over, right?
Yeah.
And she's all like, you're just going to take the screen, right? And I was like, yeah, I guess. She's like, put those new Joy-Cons back in that box. And I was like, but these ones feel nice and new.
These ones
And she was
are
like, give them to your
shiny.
mother.
God.
So I put them back in the box, leave her all the shit. So she pulls it out, and we were telling her that she might really like Animal Crossing because she was huge into Farmville and all that kind of stuff.
Animal Crossing will be right up her alley then.
That's what I thought. So we get her started. She like makes her town, all that stuff. Paradise Island. And I was like,
Did
that's
she
a
grow
good one.
pears?
She did grow pears.
Ah! It's perfect.
No way, she did. And so I was like, all right, well, you know what? Talking about it is one thing, but let me just show you mine, and then we'll go from there, right?
Okay.
So turn on my Switch, put in the cartridge, start the game, and there's Timmy and Tommy asking me what my name is and if I really want to go to the island. And I was like, what?
Because you gave her
Like,
your Switch.
no. That's the beginning of the game.
Oh, no.
I transferred all my save data over. I was like,
But-
I did this. And I know it worked because I was playing Smash Brothers right after I did it, and I had all my spirits and all the characters and all that shit, so I know it worked.
Yeah.
I'm looking into it and doing all the stuff, and I got on a chat with a Nintendo customer service rep, and I guess when they did the summer update with the swimming and stuff,
Uh-huh.
there's a new feature in the options where you can do like an island backup thing.
Uh-huh.
I haven't played it since that update went live.
Oh, fuck, so your island wasn't backed up?
My island doesn't exist in the cloud, Kelsey.
Oh, no.
So guess what? Kelsey, my 100 hours of Animal Crossing is literally just gone.
Oh, fuck, dude. That sucks.
So Taylor goes, are you going to start over? And I was like, I am going to break this fucking cartridge and pretend that game doesn't exist. I'm done.
Oh, no, I'm so sorry.
I lost everything, Kelsey.
Oh.
My Animal Crossing corner is an Animal Crossing cliff of death.
Animal Crossing cinders.
It's gone.
I don't know what children like. Like, my oldest niece is turning 8 in November, and I'm like, what do you buy for an 8-year-old?
Well, you know what they fucking like?
What do they like?
They like Primal, okay?
A what?
Did I not tell you about me watching Primal with them?
No.
Oh, fuck, I can't... You're gonna make me cry. Kelsey, I
Robert.
have to tell you about me watching Primal with my brother when I went out to see him in Phoenix, okay? So we start watching it, and he was digging it. We watched it like the night before, but he called the kids in there to watch it the next day, right?
Oh, no. Like, after having seen what Primal is all about?
Yeah. So we turn on Primal, and here's why I'm so excited about that show, and why in one of the last shows that we did, I said, you have to like Primal to be my friend, period.
Yeah.
Because it's that universal and that amazing. So we're watching the first one. My younger niece, who's 5, Kelsey,
That's
she's
too young.
5,
It's
is
too young for Primal.
watching the show with me, and she's constantly asking questions. Like, she's like, well, what's he doing there? What's going on here? Because, you know, they're not saying shit. We get to where Spear meets Fang, and the big bad dinos attack him, right?
Ugh.
And she's like, is he gonna help her? He's helping her. Okay, cool. And, like, she's just, like, into everything that's happening. And when it ate the babies, she just goes, oh, no! She was so into it, right? And so they do the big fight where he helps her win, and then she goes, what is that mommy dinosaur doing? And I was like, well, she's laying down by her nest because, you know, her babies aren't there no more. And she goes, that's sad.
That is really sad.
And then Spears starts walking off the big dinosaur that they just killed, and he looks at her, but he walks away, and he doesn't go to her. And she goes, is he going to go help her? And I was like, well, he doesn't know what to do. And she goes, that's so sad. And she looked at me and just goes, that's so sad.
Oh my god.
And the emotion hit her the exact way that it's supposed to. It reflected in a 5-year-old child. She felt the weight of just watching him pass by her, and it hit her just right. And she literally just opens up crying, looking at me.
That's how fucking good this show is, you guys.
Yeah, she just looked straight into my fucking soul.
Oh my god.
My 5-year-old niece, I felt so bad. Because I was like, just wait. She goes, that is so sad, Uncle Robert.
Oh.
They should be friends. And she's crying, and I go, just wait, give it a second. And he's walking down the beach, and I go, wait, do you hear that? And she goes, what? I go, do you hear that? She goes, your footsteps. And then it's Fang right behind him, right?
Yeah.
And I was like, look, she followed him. And, like, her tears kind of subsided, and she was just on bated breath, just
my god.
staring at the completely mesmerized and transfixed, right? And it ends with him on her back with the wave crashing down, and she goes, they're friends! And she was crying and laughing at the same time, bouncing back and forth.
My god.
It was the most beautiful thing I've ever seen. And I knew at that moment, child knows good TV when she sees it. And Primal, without
That's
a
good
fucking
TV.
word, you can do exactly what you need to do in every single person.
God, amen.
Fucking amazing. I can't believe I didn't tell you about that.
Yeah.
Dude,
Fuck.
hang on. I gotta wipe tears out of my eyes. Like,
Okay.
like
I'm gonna blow my nose a little bit because it made me a little bit teary.
dude, the way, if you could have seen it, I really want you to show your nieces Primal.
No.
Why?
Because it'll destroy them. I don't know. I'm not equipped for child tears.
Never think that a small thing that happens in life, be it good, bad, or anything, won't contribute to your overall life.
Right.
Everything we do builds us, grows us, shapes where we're going to go and what we're going to be. So if you're going through the hardest time right now, it will get better. Things always get better.
You have to work to make it better. That's one thing a lot of people don't tell you. Like, they say it will get better, but you have to be part of your journey. You have to help yourself.
Yeah. And then you're going to have grown because of the struggle that you've had.
For sure.
You're going to be stronger than you were before. Like they always say that, what doesn't kill you makes you stronger thing. Mm-hmm. Totally buy that.
Unless it kills you. But I guess that's in the if statements.
So, what doesn't kill you just hasn't killed you. But if it has killed you, well, that's it.
What doesn't kill you hasn't killed you yet.
So, I wanted to ask you a quick question. Mm-hmm. I mean, I guess not a quick question. What is your outlook on life? How do you think about life to make your way through it?
Just a real quick question.
Yeah, that's a big question.
Yeah.
I will give you mine if you would like first.
Okay, sure.
My outlook on life is there is so much bad in this world that I choose to focus on the good.
Yeah.
And that comes at my detriment as well. Because a lot of people say that I can't take things seriously. And a lot of people think that I am just a joker and that I can't, be serious about things, right?
Okay.
Well, it's because that's how I get through it. Because I see too much of the bad that's in the world, but I don't want that to be my focal point,
Yeah.
I see a lot of the bad, but I want to promote the good because there is good, and I don't want the bad to overshadow it,
Yeah, I agree.
So I will admit, yes, I tend to take things to a joking manner, maybe a lot more than I should, right? But that's how I make it.
Yeah.
That's my philosophy to get through.
That's your coping mechanism,
That is my coping, yeah.
Yeah, I think if I had to boil it down to a sentence, I would say leave it better than you found it, you know? And that's not just for places, it's for people. So
I like that.
If you come into someone's life and your goal is to leave them better than you found them, you're trying to, you know, help them get through something, or, you know, just be a positive influence in someone's life.
I really like that.
So don't go into someone's life and be like, I'm gonna fucking wreck their shit. Like, never,
Yeah.
never have that outlook. That's bad.
He was going through a hard time and continued to output good in the world, you know? And the things that he put out in the world affect people and will matter. He had said something in this interview that I watched, and that's one of the reasons I'm here on this podcast. He had said that, you know, he did the Black Panther thing, and he goes, that's cool and all, and I think to myself, that's great, but what is this going to offer to the world? He's like, a lot of people go, oh, it's just going to be good for some entertainment and all that stuff, and he goes, but when it's done right, it brings hope to people.
Yeah.
It can change somebody. When we say things on this podcast, I hope it does something for you. I hope that you get a thought that you've never had, that you grow upon something in some way. I'm not going to tell you how to live your life, but I hope that we can offer things about life that you can apply, and that it does mean something and it does change something for you, you know?
Yeah, absolutely.
I would like to leave a lasting mark through just talking with you that other people can run with, you know?
You know, I never really thought about that. Like, this podcast is going to just kind of exist after you and I are gone.
Yeah, if we were to even just stop the show now, there's, 80-something shows that people can go back, listen to that. I mean, what if, one day, all right, let's say we keep going for, 20 more years on this, right?
Right.
But one day there could be some kid that's like, man, they're, really popular today, but where'd they come from? and it can inspire them to go, they were just two people that bought some Yeti microphones and just decided to talk to each other.
Just shoot the shit for an hour each week.
That was what this started as.
Yeah.
Everything starts from just an idea, or just everything's a small step leading to something bigger later. Every person experiences tragedy. Be it big, be it small. It could be as small as, I didn't get that job I wanted, right?
Yeah.
It could be as big as losing a loved one. Everybody has tragedy, no matter what. It is universal. If you are having a tragedy, don't think it's just you, that you're alone. It's the things we do to surmount and get out of that feeling that define us as what we're going to be, not that tragedy itself.
Yeah, well said.
So I just wanted to let everybody know, if you were going through a tragedy, if you want to talk about it, tell us. Talk to us. We're here to help you guys through stuff too.
Yeah, we want to be that helpful force for you. We don't want you to go through stuff alone. So our inbox is always open for you.
Exactly. So I was just thinking about it, because you can get lost in that tragic feeling. It's a deep feeling. But like I said, it's the way you step out of it. There's always a way to step out of it. Try not to live in it. That's all I had on that. I'm not going to ask, are you happy? Because this year has been such a thing. I wanted to know, when's the last time you were happy? And I can tell you mine.
I think you should go first if you have a specific moment in mind.
I do, and I know when the last time was that I felt, I'm not talking happy, because when we played Journey, I was happy, but I'm not happy in general. I'm happy right there.
Yeah, you can experience happiness, but the sustained being happy.
Yeah, but in the state of being happy, I was actually driving somewhere the other day. Remember Tim? I was driving out to his place to collect these free games, right? And I was like, I just need something to just drive to mindlessly. I didn't want real music, with songs and lyrics and stuff,
Yeah.
So I was like, what do I have in my playlist? And I was like, you know what? I haven't listened to that one in a while. So I put on the Streets of Rage soundtrack.
Okay.
Just because it was in there from however long ago that was. And I just kind of got you ever hear something and you kind of remember the feeling of a time and place when that was going on?
Yeah.
I was listening to that soundtrack, and it was back in March, right before we really got quarantined and all that stuff. I was playing Streets of Rage just because it was on Game Pass, and I remember I was sitting in this chair right where I am right now, and like Taylor was back there. It was just like a Sunday afternoon, you know, the sun was shining in, Taylor was just doing her own thing, and I was like, life was good, and I was like, that's the last time that I remember actually thinking in my own brain, man, I'm like really happy right now. It was like March of this year, right? I mean, that sounds really cliche because it's like right before quarantine happened, you know?
Right, but truly.
Right after that, that's when like my job really started to tank, and then, you know, I didn't have the job, and then other stuff was happening, and then like now I'm trying to find one again, and it's just like been a whole string of events since March.
Yeah.
But I remember sitting in this chair and having that washed over feeling, you know, the air inside my lungs was the same as the outside of my lungs, you know?
Right, yeah.
I was in a state of status quo, and I was happy. I was just happy.
Yeah.
March of this year was the last time I remember being just happy. So I wanted to pose that question to you, and also to all of you out there listening. I know it's been a horrible year. I've talked about tragedy on a previous podcast, you know, but just let me know the last time you remember just sitting there and being like, I'm happy. You could be happy right now, and there's nothing wrong with that. I'm not saying, like, you can't be happy because we're in the middle of a pandemic. That's fine. You could be quarantined at home, happy and stable, and you're just good, you know?
Yeah.
There's nothing wrong with that. If you're like, I'm happy right now, fucking kudos. Like, that is amazing. Everybody needs to find a happiness, you know?
For sure.
Can you recall a time that you remember just thinking to yourself, I'm really happy?
There's been like plenty of times over the past few months where I've felt just that shot of happiness, being happy in the moment. But like with the undercurrent of everything that is happening right now, it's hard to really say that I was truly at my core happy and satisfied.
Yeah.
I want to say it's my 30th birthday. I was out in Baltimore with Richard. We had taken a little vacation for my birthday. Mm-hmm. And, man, so I had just gone through, like, the worst sickness I've had in my life. Like,
yeah,
it was real bad. You remember me being very, very sick for several months. And, like, I couldn't...
was like, is this podcast going to continue?
Yeah, I thought I was going to die for some time there. Like, not going to lie. I thought it could be the end for me. But, like, I had a horrible, like, infection in my gut somewhere, and the doctors couldn't find it, and it took for fucking ever. I couldn't eat stuff for like months. I had just gotten off of like my final round of antibiotics, and I was like fully clear and able to eat food again. And so we went to Baltimore, and there's this restaurant there. It's so fucking good. It's like this breakfast brunch place, and for my birthday we went, and I got this like huge piece of French toast. It was like stuffed with this gingerbread pudding, and a whole fucking gingerbread cookie was stuck in the toast.
You know what? I actually remember you telling me about that cookie.
My God, dude. Like, it came out, and I felt like so deliriously happy, like a child that had just seen a puppy for the first time. Like, they set that plate of toast down in front of me, and I was there at this like nice, warm, crowded restaurant. It was like sleety, slushy, snowy, rainy outside, and it was my birthday. My husband's there with me. Everybody's like happy around us. You know, you remember the feeling of like a crowded restaurant where like the patrons are all just enjoying food together, face to face. Do you remember that feeling? That is the last time that I felt just deliriously, perfectly happy. That fucking gingerbread French toast. The way this game works is you go back and forth and you name a rose each. So a rose is going to be something that was really good for you. So something nice that happened. Then you name a thorn. A thorn is going to be something that was bad, something that just totally sucked. And then you name a bud, which is something that you're hopeful for.
Who would you like to start?
I'll start with one of my roses. So, okay, so I didn't want to include the entire rose thorn bud, but I did include just the buds. We talked for like probably 10 or 20 minutes on the entire segment. I just wanted to clip out this one little bit. It was a really good episode, so I encourage you to actually go back and listen to that episode if you haven't heard it yet. It is episode number 96, and we just had a really good conversation, and I urge you to do your own rose thorn bud in your own time. You don't have to send it to us. I think it's just good for the soul to keep perspective and all that. So I hope you're having a better 2021 than you did in 2020.
But when you finally get past every rose and its thorn, you get a nice bud. What's your bud?
So my bud, this is going to be cheesy as hell, but it's you, man.
Well, guess what? That's my bud.
I'm going to cry.
My bud was, I'm getting a new job. I'll be going to something a bit more stable, and I'm looking forward to being able to really dig back into this like I once was able to.
Yeah.
So it's my new job, and then making the podcast move forward since we started our Patreon. We've already kind of leveled it up in a way.
Yes.
And it's time to just keep it building, so...
Yeah, I'm just really proud of like everything that we've built together this year, and I'm looking forward to just making it even better and getting more people. Like, I was so scared to launch a Patreon. Like, I was afraid that...
I know you were.
Nothing was going to happen with it. We would look like fools, but we got immediate attention from our closest friends, which is, super supportive, and I just feel like we're really doing something together.
Oh, man. See, I was really not sure what your bud was going to be. I thought I was going to catch it off guard with the, like, it's you, man, I love you.
I love you, man. No,
So...
I've been, like, in my feels about this podcast, and so this kind of ties into, we just played Journey together on our stream. In real time, it was last week, but for you guys listening to this, it's a couple weeks now.
Yeah.
And I actually watched it back today, just to kind of see the chat and stuff that I missed. And seeing myself kind of in third person go through this journey that I went through, I saw a lot of just my internal fears really magnified. And like the whole time I was so afraid that I was going to disappoint my buddy.
Yeah.
And it really, I don't know, it brought it back to just me as a person. Like, I'm so afraid of disappointing other people. I'm so afraid of disappointing you sometimes. I'm just like, I gotta be the best version of myself for this podcast all the time, and I have to do 110%. And just the fear of being a disappointment is what pushed me forward through Journey. And then,
you gotta ask Taylor. I'm always like, geez, I gotta like step up to Kelsey's level. Like, there's no possible way that you are anything close to disappointing me in this show.
Thank you. We are at YMBToAP on Twitter and Instagram, and Twitter and Boinstagram, which are in the Booniverse. Be sure to like and follow. Be sure to like and follow our Facebook or Facebook page, and subscribe to our channels on YouTube, BooTube, and Twitch, and
Yep. Shit. I was like, all right, where are we gonna go?
You can also find us and friend us on social media. We're at YMBToAP.
It's a hard one.
Twitter and on Twitter and Instagram.
Don't forget to subscribe us. Please subscribe us. A lot of things can happen if you just subscribe us.
We always want your listener mail about anything that you've got going on in your life. If you have a weird technological problem you can't solve, or even a personal problem that you can't solve, how does your cat tell you that the bowl is empty, etc., etc.
Sorry, I was taking a big swig of Dr. Pepper. I was like, oh, she's waiting for me.
Cool.
And don't forget that our theme song is The Green Reaper Blows the Horn by Faraj. Check him out on YouTube. Go watch a little bit of old YMToAP streams, and then go listen to some good Faraj music. They go hand in hand, always
Did
will.
you say YMToAP?
I said you. I don't even know.
It's like a combination of YMToAP and YouTube. YMToAP.
That's the new website to go to. It's like the happiness place.
Thank you guys again so much for listening and subscribing and following and liking and sharing and just being a part of this fun, wild, weird journey with us. We can't ask for better friends and better fans, and we really love you guys a whole lot. So thanks, and tune in next time to get the answers to that burning question. What church am I going to burn down next?